unanimous. Then you have the minutes, I think. Do you have the minutes?
Yes. September 4th, 2025.
Here's another whole packet of minutes.
Yeah, I know. There it is. Got it.
Since I wasn't here, can I ask on other business, why did we have to provide the 2014 minutes to the real estate agent?
That was for the golf course, and
Yeah.
that is, they've got 7 lots up there for sale now, and in the 2014 planning board approval process for the site plan review, it's in there that,
One of the conditions was that that road has to be improved.
Gotcha.
It has to do with that,
and it's gotta be up to Wilton street standards.
Who owns it? So the lots are from the country club people?
Yes,
Yeah.
So the person who owns the country club is talking about lots there. But the road is owned by,
It's
it is,
privately
it
owned.
is, actually, it's probably vague, it's a private road, and so it's an easement to all the people
Right.
down there on the camps and so
Yeah.
forth like that.
is that,
But before any of those lots are sold, you know, we kind of allowed them to get to a turnaround there for those cabins that
Right,
were 2
yeah.
that morphed into 3.
Three.
And so it was kind of as a reminder to him that, wait, it's not ready for those
Mhm.
lots to be sold
Right.
until.
right, the entrance has to be up to DOT standards, and the road has to be up to Wilton standards
right, okay.
before any of them can be sold.
Was it August 21st, 2025 minutes?
No.
That was in the September
Minutes,
4th.
it's number 7, the second
Item
little
3,
book.
it says review planning board minutes from August 21st.
Yeah, then it's in the.
That was just,
That was a
meeting
separate
prior.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, it's
That's
in,
for a separate thing.
Other business, second
2014 minutes.
heading down.
It's in the last bullet there. I wasn't here either. I'm just making sure I understand which minutes you were referring to that you had to. Okay.
2014.
Yeah, got it, thank you.
And
Well,
you then go on with Michael Pryor from
Good
20,
guy.
the Mylar plan?
Mylar plan, that's,
You wouldn't bring it.
part of that,
Yeah.
it's a 2-page, and I think I'll get you a copy of it
Okay.
if you don't have it. It's a 2-page site plan review approval from March 2014.
Shows the survey and such.
Yes, and part of that approval was, along with the road up to street standards,
Gotcha.
was the Mylar plan. It's gotta be incorporated.
Mylar, M-Y-L-A-R?
yeah,
Yes.
it's on paper,
Oh,
that we all signed.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Like, and then used as a blueprint
Right.
was the registry of deeds.
But it looks like at least that they're not, even though there's advertising, they're not gonna do, no sales until the issue is resolved.
That's what we were told.
Yeah,
And yes, we were told that by both the owner,
yeah,
Tom Cloutier, and the real estate agent. He said the signs are basically up now just for advertisement.
Because it's peak season.
right,
Yeah,
Yes.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
okay. Just
But
asking.
he was going, Mr. Cloutier was going to proceed with
mainland.
mainland to gather more documents, right?
Right, if
Mainland
there's a
these-
DOT approval for that entrance or where it goes back to, a little bit of that needs to be.
Yes, mainland did the survey from 2014, and they staked the survey markers 2 years ago. So he's gonna get them involved. He hasn't yet. I'm still waiting for that.
So, would we accept, so, are we gonna go along just with the plan, or do we wanna actually see reconstruction of the road performed and finished and meet DOT standards before we okay any building plans on those lots? I mean, they can
Yes.
sell them.
Yes,
but
I've
we're not gonna-
already
okay.
told all the parties involved, if somebody comes to me with a building permit application, until the road is up to street standards, it's
Okay.
gonna be denied.
Right, and no, not just plans, but we want it brought up to the standards.
Correct.
You know,
And John
we're not gonna
Massey-
accept their plans.
Correct.
Right.
John Massey has already stated he wants a professional engineer to make sure it's up to street standards, because he doesn't want to, he doesn't want that put on the town.
Is that their plan? I mean, the town has to vote to accept the road, correct? If and
Yes.
when it's brought up to the standards.
No, the town doesn't have to vote to accept the road.
It's
We're
just
not
you and
taking
John,
over the
right?
road.
Yes.
Oh, no,
Before
well,
this-
Gary, what Gary said sounded like that they want the town to take the road over.
No, that's not going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it will only take an inspection by Gary and John to say whether the road is
Fine.
acceptable.
And a design professional, engineer, whatever, for the road.
Right.
Mm-hmm, okay.
Well, who's here as an alternate? I make a, there's a correction on item 3, and that would be the planning board well, that goes back to, it was the minutes from back in, actually, August 21st, that's right.
That is the review of the minutes from
Yeah.
the previous
That's
meeting.
the
Yeah,
I was
prior
conflating
Agree
the
with
two.
that, no, that looks right. But basically, all of this is what we had talked about.
That was the motion, Charlie?
That's my
Second.
motion.
Second.
I approve
Any
those.
other comments or questions? All those in favor? Abstentions? One abstention. Okay. So,
Well, maybe she's not-
Don Odie and Michelle Knox, we had sales of sheds to dealership located at 800 US Route 2 East. Gary, you wanna kick it off?
Sure, they want to add to the original site plan, and I thought the easiest way to do it was do a new one. The resale of sheds on that property. They've got 3 or 4 on site now. 3. And they have plenty of space for it.
Yep.
And it's well set up. They have improved that property quite a bit since they purchased it, including bringing in fill, hot topping part of it, hooking up to town water and town sewer, I believe. And they have plenty of space. I don't have an issue with it. It's up to you guys.
I guess I didn't realize they hooked up town water and sewer, so.
Yeah.
I guess my question to the board is there a need to go through a notice of decision or site plan review for just addition of sheds?
The sheds are located within, how far from the property lines?
Quite a distance.
Quite a distance, over 100 feet.
From the side property
They're toward the
line?
Yes.
back, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
says vehicles, and then the
As long as
little
the-
excavators.
So I would make a motion that the original site plan review notice of decision should we add on sales of sheds.
Okay, do we want to set a limit on
The numbers?
quantity?
Number?
Right,
I really don't see a need, as long as they stay back from the
Right.
property line.
as long
I
as
mean, if they want
setbacks are
100
met.
there, they can have 100. As long, you know, I mean, it's really, as long as
We
they
don't
step
want it to
back.
be Scott's recreation.
Well, yeah, but it's, you know, it's their property, they can sell.
Right.
I mean, do we limit the number of cars on the property?
No,
No.
Right, so why do we limit the, you know?
But, no, We have before.
Right, in certain.
Usually on auto repairs.
Right, in auto repairs, but
And
not
I
for
only got room
sales.
for 8,
So
you
we,
know.
why would we limit the amount of sheds, as long as they stay within the
Setbacks.
setbacks?
Correct.
You know, then-
Can we put that into the site plan review?
I think
Or
we
adding
should.
it,
Yeah.
that setbacks
Well,
will
how-
be met?
How about we do that, add it under conditions of approval,
Yeah.
that,
I was just gonna say, what is your idea, how many sheds do you plan on having on your property? To start out?
12 is what would have been there now.
Yeah.
As the property expands, they said 12 to 20,
Yeah.
but we could have as many as I can fit.
Who is they?
It's Old Hickory Buildings.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're a
okay.
big, you know,
Gotcha.
they're
Yeah,
big,
is that
The
yeah.
supplier.
No, Old Hickory, no.
No.
She's
that?
dealt with them. Old Hickory's not the Amish.
No, no, no. they're
where are
not.
they located?
Oh,
Are
God,
they
I don't-
Green or Sabatis or something like that, or are they?
I think the main company's in New Hampshire, I think.
Yeah, I know that they're out of state. They're based out of state.
Yeah.
I mean, my point is, if he bought the property and said, I wanna put 200 sheds on there, he stays within his setbacks,
Then he's good.
he's fine. I mean, so I don't think there's a need, as long, just say that, you know, allow sales of the sheds as
Sheds,
long as they
yeah.
remain within the setbacks.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
And they're not really permanent,
No.
right?
Oh, no, there's already a couple of them sold.
You know, your display, it's, yeah.
You want to
Right.
state your,
Yeah, so I would say,
Change
I would
the
make a
motion.
motion that we add to the conditions of approval, that we allow the sale of sheds as long as they remain, as long as they are within the setbacks of the property.
Yeah.
second.
Any other comments or questions? All those in favor? Unanimous. Thank you. Yes?
The only thing I would say, just as a member of the board, is that in the future, if you decide to expand your business, can you please come to the planning board before you put property on the property,
Okay.
items on the property?
I didn't know what was, I guess.
Well, you're really only cleared for sheds, cars, and, I
Light
guess,
equipment.
and light equipment. So, you know, if you decide to sell, let's say, snowmobiles, that's really not light equipment.
Right.
You know, so just, you know,
Well, I
we're
have some stuff
friendly,
like that.
we're friendly, we're not trying to be too bureaucratic, but, you know, it's just then, you know, that Gary doesn't get a call, what the hell are they doing selling garbage trucks up
I tell
there?
you,
Yeah.
when we looked at the property for years, and I'm like, it's useless.
Yeah.
As soon as we put a hot top up down, as soon as we put the hot top down and that one building was there, everybody's been there, they all want real estate. People just pull in, put a building up, we'll sell lawnmowers, put a building in, we'll give snowmobiles or four-wheelers, and, I mean, everybody has
They
been.
want to use that as some
Right.
leverage for their business.
Right, everybody
Small
wants it.
engine
Which is great
repairs
for
or.
the town.
Right,
Yeah,
it's
that's
great
why
for the
Old
town.
Hickory, he emailed me, because he drove by, he was looking for one car dealer on Route 2
Right.
to put their sheds on, and he said, you guys have the perfect location.
Yes.
So,
And we're not against that, I would just say, when these people come to you, if you think, hey, this sounds like a good idea, the next step,
Yeah.
go to Gary and talk to Gary,
Perfect.
yeah.
okay?
And I wanna,
Obviously did.
say that's been
No,
a
there was stuff on-
perfect location for them.
Places
They
to
get
go.
a lot of business, and I'm glad to hear that.
So, while we're
Minor
here,
details.
Yes.
are you opposed with me putting posted speed limits on that road? Seems how it's my road.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people, and a
No.
lot of
As
them
I
are
improve
repeat
the
ones
road,
that,
No,
The road is getting fast, and we have
Yeah.
customers that do have kids, and we have our dogs, and we had one woman that had to go run after a kid if somebody was speeding through there, so,
you can do whatever you want, put a speed bump for all we care.
perfect.
Right,
Because
but
it's-
with that said, keep in mind, snow plowing.
Who's
Keep
plowing
them
it?
back. That,
Me.
They have a-
me.
Lift station.
well, no,
He's agreed to.
water and sewer will make sure that's cleaned out
Oh,
for
they
the
will?
pump station.
Okay,
I don't know if it's the whole thing, that's a good question.
But the lift, they have to get to the lift station.
I have a plow truck that's
Yes.
sitting down, that will be sitting down there in another month
When
anyway,
they-
so.
Okay.
Let me say, in the past, they have plowed it, you know,
Okay.
another,
Yes.
it's not one of those roads that you can go halfway down, there's no turnaround.
Right.
right.
So the
Exactly.
easiest thing for them to do is to
Go
go
through.
all the way
All the
through.
way through.
Well, I'm
Because
hoping by the
Quarter
time
miles, number damn long.
plow season comes, I'll have it opened up more for them, that way. I mean, 'cause I'm gonna plow it either way.
You want me to get with them and set up a meeting so you guys can work it out?
Yeah, I mean, I'll see Nels anyway, I'm sure I'll see
Okay.
Nels.
Yeah, if you did get your situation, they plow halfway down or something, in a
Right.
mountain, so.
Well, I got heavy equipment to move it anyway, so
Yeah.
it's not like, I'm gonna open it up, I gotta keep it open either way, so.
Okay,
But I know our dump trucks, they go forward, they don't go backward
Right.
very well.
right.
You live on a
That's how-
road like
that's how
that.
they- That's how they get stuck.
Yes, they do.
My front yard.
Alright,
All right, thank you. Thank you. Yep,
Thank
good
you
luck.
guys. Appreciate
Yep,
it.
you bet. We have site plan review for Zachary Parker. Blue Mechanical LLC proposed to use the building for material storage located at 76 Weld Road, former Vera's Vine, Iron and Vine, I guess. So, again,
And with that, I am going to recuse myself, since Zach is my son.
This has been a business
yep,
since I can remember, probably before me. It was a monument for headstones. It's been an antique store. It's been Vera's.
yep.
And now Zachary wants to use it for storage. Right now, he gets materials dropped off on Fenderson Hill. This would be a lot more user-friendly for him.
Yep, definitely.
Yes, and he's got one employee now, he might have another full-time employee. And they would be parking vehicles to go to job sites from all over. It's a perfect location, even though it's in a residential area. Because of its past, it's been a business forever.
Yep.
That's why no site visit, in my opinion, was required. No abutters notices had to be sent out.
Mhm.
It's perfect
Well,
location.
yeah, I would just do it, send out maybe a butter notice, let them know what's coming.
Well, no, I don't agree with
Yeah,
that.
all right.
Uh,
Yeah, I would
That's
typically
my
do it.
opinion.
But I know it was always, it's been, I looked at it, one point we were trying to change some of the zoning all along
Yes.
well to kind of allow commercial, and that didn't go over too well.
Right.
And,
No,
but this one, it's no different use, you know, it's less impact, if you would. You know,
Yes.
Just, it'll be basically their vehicles coming and going.
right.
And I don't know if they're gonna still allow the farmer's market. It's a pretty good location for the farmer's market.
It is.
So I don't know if you're still gonna allow that.
Definitely still allow the farmer's market to operate there on weekends.
One
Yeah.
in a week.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right.
On
Nope.
Saturday morning.
Nope,
Yeah.
definitely.
Again,
And I'll tell you the reason why I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
It's like Vera's, that didn't even come to the planning board, that was just.
So
a
it was
common-
sold by a guy who was doing that kind of business.
Exactly.
And she just picked it up.
Right,
Yeah,
and the only reason why this is at the planning board,
because it's a little bit different.
it's like a storage area,
Yep.
that's the only reason.
So I guess my question would be, is your plan to keep your inventory inside the building, or will it bleed out into racks of conduit and stuff like that?
I would say 90% of my inventory will be inside. There could be a little bit in the overhang section,
Yep,
which I'm thinking down the road I might do maybe like a nice lat to maybe lock it in. But most stuff will be inside, secure, you know.
okay.
Maybe
Yep.
some pipe or conduit outside, but most of it will be inside.
I'm just thinking, you know, if we're not sending out abutters notices, if
If
it was
it
cluttered up
starts-
with pipe racks and
Yep.
conduit and all that might be a
Making it
little
look like-
alarming.
Looking like a construction warehouse after a project didn't
Right.
get cleaned up.
I don't think it's gonna look like Memco, you know, there
Yeah.
won't be racks
Right.
of pipe outside.
No, yeah,
No.
no.
Yeah.
He carries quite a bit.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, you never know, you might have 30 employees in a year, you know?
That would be good.
Growing slowly, you know,
Right.
Slow City wins the race, but.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Raynor got big, I mean, Raynor does pretty good, it's surprising.
yeah.
He's in need of
so there'll
that.
be minimal vehicle parking.
Correct,
Yep.
yeah.
How many parking spots does it have?
Says 5.
5?
There's probably
a
more
couple
than
more than
that.
that, really.
Yes, and plus you
It's
got,
got the loading dock too, which
Yeah,
is nice.
yeah.
yeah, and like for the farmer's market, you got
Front lawn.
Yeah. the
Yep.
section on Weld Road that you can park at.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think some of them park over at the old funeral home. When they're, the people who are doing the selling, they actually park in that, they've got that big
Yeah.
lot.
Well,
So, yeah, so. Any other questions from the board?
I would
Pretty
make-
straightforward.
I would make a motion that we find, we've got a complete application and it meets this, not requiring a full-on site plan review. So that's my motion, that it's acceptable as the application is.
I mean, the only thing that's, everything is compliant to this point. Are you gonna have, I'm assuming there'll be a sign out front or not?
So on the building,
Yeah, we'll get a sign at some point,
Yep.
it'll be on the building, it won't be a
Okay.
poster or anything.
Yep,
So put that down as a condition, that
sign permit.
the sign
Yeah.
permit will be required.
That is what you put on the application, on the building.
Yeah.
Yep.
A condition of approval could be the bit about storage only within the building or in the covered area. And, back to the issue you were bringing up a minute ago for now. I mean, that could be, if we vote on that, when we get the conditions of approval.
Yeah, I would, personally, I would say, if you get to the point where you get that big, that you would come back for, or seek
Or ask for a
variance.
permit.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for that,
Yeah.
but,
There is a side loading dock,
yes,
and that actually is almost where you would want it, because that's against the neighbor, and there's actually a vegetative fence
Yep.
along that entire wall. So it actually, if he goes to the other side, not the open side, which faces Wiles, but the side that faces the neighbor, no one would see it,
right.
because the neighbor, there's a good, what is it, cedar?
Yeah,
Cedar,
yeah.
yep,
Cedars along that entire line, and you won't even see it very easily from the road.
yep.
Did you get a second on that motion?
I
Is there a
don't-
second on the motion?
Second.
Motion and second. Are there any other comments or questions?
Who wants to wrestle that out?
Fight over it.
Okay, hearing none. All those in favor? Unanimous. What, I'm sorry, but I can't, on this little square here, it looks like it says something pump. What does that say?
Concrete pad.
There's a concrete pad that's
Okay.
in there, I'm not sure what they used it for, but
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
up above
It's about
section
5x6 for some reason.
Might have been where they put the stones to sandblast them.
possibly, yep.
Either that or the compressor sat there. I think he had one of those compressors on two, with a hitch on it.
On wheels,
Yeah, on
yeah.
wheels.
Yep. Okay. So, do you, question, down, I don't know the name of the street, but it's going towards East Wilton. There is a modular house went in, where, let me think of their names. He was a border patrol and they moved out west or something. He had 2 boys and a daughter. It's down near, the Hometown Market. That first little side street that goes down, there's a trailer at the end.
no, there's a garage back in there.
Yeah,
They put
and
in
now
that
there's a modular
modular.
home,
Oh.
and I didn't know if you knew about it.
I remember the garage getting a building permit. There was
Yes,
a
you
trailer
told
back
him-
there.
Oh, God.
What is
the
it?
name of
The hell
that
is the name of the
street?
street? Yeah, yeah.
Right across, right by You talking about by Railroad Street?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, across from Railroad Street.
Yeah,
The other way.
I can't remember their names.
yes, a permit has been pulled.
Okay, good.
It's
I
all
just,
hooked up.
I haven't
town
seen it.
water and
I'm
town
assuming
sewer.
it's probably gonna be for them. They're moving, I think he's getting ready to retire.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
I think his kids moved in there.
Yeah,
Or child,
yeah.
one of them.
I did, my biggest not concern, question was, you know, whether they had the amount of property required to put that in there.
Yes, they did.
Okay, good.
Not much space between one building to the next, though.
Well, there's actually more than it looks, I think.
don't know.
I didn't
walked right
notice
next-
it for
I
a
walked
long
right next
time.
by it last week, didn't look like a whole bunch.
No?
The one with the blue one that's got the chain link fence around it?
Yes.
Yeah, not a lot of room into them.
No.
Yeah, but if you're in still residential one or something, I think that
You
area
only
like
need
that, that's,
10 feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
it's gonna be stream protection or something like that, yeah, you know, yeah.
Well, the back of the property,
Yeah.
is stream protection. It's-
I'll think of the name of the street as soon as we leave.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna think, I can't think of their names. And I-
Malone.
Malone, that's right. I was gonna say, I coached both of their kids in football
Yeah.
and, but, no, I haven't seen, our tree pile hasn't moved yet.
Well, I saw
Austin Street?
Austin Street, there you go, yeah. I saw equipment out there pushing it back a little bit
Oh, yeah?
last week, actually.
And the snowplow will take care of that with.
That's a big pile of pine. It would rattle someone's feelings if they hit that.
Yeah,
So the, two questions. The Dunkin' Donuts,
yes.
coming into October. And when did we pass that originally?
Well, it's not when we passed it,
Yeah.
the permit. Actually, I'm waiting for them to come in and pay for it this week.
Oh,
They just sent me the permit. The permit is what I think we have to go by.
From the, DOT or what permit?
Building permit,
The building permit, okay.
yes,
when they start that, that's right. And when
yes.
the building permit was issued was?
Not yet.
Not yet, he hasn't gotten all of that.
Right, they sent me the application a day or two ago, and the general contractor's gonna come in and pay for it this week or early next week.
Secondly, the guy who's on Walker Hill Road, between Route 2 and Lake Road, who stuck the small house on on the edge of the property,
Yes,
did he ever get a permit?
yes, he did. I've gotta check on the date, because
Okay.
he's gonna be gone by a certain amount. but
Well,
he
that's the
did.
question, is it a small house that's gonna be moved?
It's not a small house, really.
It's just a trailer?
I permitted it as an RV.
RV
As an
sitting
RV.
there, yeah,
Yes.
so you're not in shoreland,
Right.
so that's 6 months type deal.
Yes, and it's gotta be getting close to that time. I'll check on that.
Just doesn't look like he's really gonna move that thing.
Right. Well, question, if he's not living in it, which I don't know if he still is, if he's not living in it, can it stay there? I mean,
People store
almost
their
every yard
trailers. Yeah.
has an
A
RV.
camper,
Right.
yeah. I would agree.
Bigger issue is, yeah, you know, if somebody's living there, what are you doing about your waste, you know, your
Yeah,
human waste, and how are you doing it? And take
Yeah.
Gray
care of
water, all that
yourself.
stuff.
Yeah,
Where's it
yeah,
going?
yeah.
Well, there's two problems. So on either side of the street, then you have the old Saban place, where the guy's back with his trailer, and God knows where the waste goes.
right. Yeah.
Oh, they dug a heck of a trench there.
Oh, God knows.
That
what
left
they-
it open, I'm not
I
sure
have no
what was
idea what
it.
they're doing to that property.
Well-
Because that was the one he had to go to, yeah, he was putting blocks down there for his footings to make a building, he was gonna
That's
bring
one
in
of the
another.
inspected, right?
Yeah, look at
That's-
that, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah,
Because he was gonna bring some building from Phillips, you know, if he had big timbers. Geez, I
Yeah.
think he had these, you know, stacked 8 feet apart, and he's 4 feet down in the ground.
that's been put on hold.
I guess.
Yes,
But now it appears, I think, on the other side of the old house, the Route 2 side of the old house, it looks like they're making some addition to it.
I'll have to drive by and
Yeah.
check. I haven't noticed that.
There's something going on.
There's something going
And
on
that's
the
where
other
the other
side.
trailer is.
Right, where the other trailer is.
The other trailer, you're talking RV?
RV type, yeah.
Yeah, it's a small, you know,
Smaller one.
camping trailer, maybe a 16
Yeah.
or 18 footer, no more than that.
Yeah. Nothing.
I will
They're
say,
gonna belch. All
I
right.
was surprised at two things. One, the house that's going in, like, on the lower end of Curve Street, looks nice.
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
By the redemption center.
yes.
Yes.
And then on the other
Inspection there
side, I'm
yesterday.
surprised how
Well,
much they took it down.
Now they're going back up.
Yeah, but that house looked, you know, that's an upgrade for sure.
It is.
Definitely.
Yeah. The other thing was that the Route 2 solar project, I think 2 weeks ago I saw, or maybe 3 weeks ago, they had a small mini X out in front, and afterwards I noted that there is some trees now that have been installed.
Good, good.
2 at least on the Route 2 side,
Okay.
and some between the ranch house neighbor and the fence.
Drive time is the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
year to,
Yeah,
I know Arbor Day comes up in October, but
So I think they've met their, at least,
they're somewhat.
Attempting to meet their specific, yeah.
just a
commitment.
little slow. Anything else?
No. Taxes got committed yesterday. So,
They all went down?
Right.
You have sweet dreams.
Put that in the minutes, would you? Gary said.
yeah, so bills will be going out shortly.
November.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very good.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All those in favor? Unanimous.
No pause on that side.
No sign of finished business.